Basically, it all starts with one thing. I'm an addictive person. I grew up pretty much a nerd. I had acne all over the place, braces, glasses, carrying a violin case with the plaid clothes and the swoosh haircut. And I got picked on quite a bit, and that's kind of where I think a lot of all my self-doubt, my lack of confidence, and all that manifested itself, and that started showing up in like high school and all that. So I go to college, I get a golf scholarship. I'm one of the better golfers in the nation at the time. No tooting or anything, and I play for a year, and I realized that golf's not my living because I just don't have the energy to put all the time in. And at this point now, I'm drinking all the time, and I'm trying to chase girls. So I always continued. I didn't take my college degree, didn't go to do what I wanted to with that degree. I got a finance degree. I thought it was numbers, but it was all about stocks. I never studied it. So I ditched that. I got a part-time job cooking. So that lasted for 20 years, and here I am, 57. And I didn't learn anything till about 3 years ago, which I consider the defining moment of my life. Right in the middle of my active addiction. My mom had passed away a couple years earlier, so I've been on a 2-year run, inherited lots of money. So now my job's gone, at this point. So for about a year and a half, I'm in a major bender, going crazy, spending money like crazy. And here we come. Now my health is deteriorating. I'm having trouble breathing. Can't walk to the store. My legs are out there. I weigh 210 pounds. And the last thing I remember is calling for an ambulance. It was December 22nd. I remember the paramedics coming in the door. And that's the last I remember. Next thing I know, it's February of 2023. I guess I had multiple heart attacks. I stopped breathing. And this whole time, it's like, I guess I was in a medically induced coma. I mean, I wasn't like I was on my own. I guess they did that to let I had beat the crap out of all my organs. So everything needed to just shut down. And they talk about the light. And I didn't see the light. What I saw was a punch ticket with an elevator. And I'll never remember. It's the one part I remember about that time period when I was, well, at least what was going on up here in that time period. It's like an elevator. And I remember waiting. And this is the one thing that stuck in my head. And it took a while after I got out of the hospital for this to actually manifest in my real life. But I remember in the elevator's going up, and I punched my ticket, and someone came in and says, "Don't get on yet. They're reviewing your case." And yet, this whole entire time, all I'm thinking about is getting out and getting high and drinking. And so now, I do the rehab. I picked it up quick. Just once the legs basically were just stiff from not moving. So I start moving, I get better, and we're now talking February, March, April maybe. I finally get out. I just started drinking. I had no job, making maybe $100 a week, and it's all going towards alcohol or scratch tickets or something. I'm about to be kicked out of where I was. I already owed him back months, rent, this and that. So finally I just said I need help. And that in and of itself introduced me into a detox. I went to a detox that night, and here I am almost 10 and a half months later, sober, clean, and I went through all the programs, and I really kind of mean it because I know that if I go back, the alternative is 6 feet under. And I kind of looked at it, and it sounds stupid, but I look at it like I was in court and I'm the defendant. And the prosecuting attorney is alcohol and drugs. And if they win, my sentence will not be a jail cell. It will be a coffin. I'm ready for the future. And I don't know what it entails. I don't know what it's going to be. And for the first time, I see things with a clarity, a determination, and a want for the future. And if AA or NA is a part of it, that's great. I just know alcohol and drugs, I hope not to be a part of it. Drugs, I already know is never going to be a part of it. My name's Dirk Whitesell. I'm 57 and I hope to make it to 58 and beyond.